then to the right. To the left, first of all. Thank you very much. Please take a seat.
먼저 두 분의 인사 말씀 먼저 들어볼까요?
Thank you all for coming, and it's really wonderful to be back in South Korea.
I'm very excited to be back here in Korea, and thank you for having us. I'm really excited about presenting Mission Impossible Rogue Nation to all of Korea, and to be here with Chris McQuarrie again. This is our 5th film that we've made together, and we actually just finished the movie a week ago Saturday in London. And we've just, the moment we finished it, we went on this tour, and one of the things we do when we're making a movie is talk about all the places that we're going to go to, and we are very excited to bring it here to Korea, and I can't wait to see it on the screen this evening. So thank you all very much, and thank you for the warm welcome.
That was purely a consequence of story. We kept trying to come up with an ending that was bigger than the rest of the movie. And every time we did, we felt ourselves dissatisfied with the way the characters were resolving. And we realized that the conflict between Ethan Hunt and Solomon Lane was an intellectual one and not one of big action. It was a battle of wits.
I tell you, it's wonderful coming here because they love movies. And I always get such a warm welcome, and I've always, even as a kid, it's a place that I've wanted to come to, and I love the welcome that I get here, and I really appreciate it. And as for the next one, every time I've made a mission movie or make different kinds of films, people kind of look at me and go, well, now what? What's next? And I think there's always another mountain. There's always going to be something in store. And McHugh and I have been talking about, some things, but I'm not going to reveal it right now. But we got some fun things ahead. There's so many things that we come up with when we're making it, so I'm looking forward to it. And just to add with what Chris said also about story, which Mission is such a fascinating movie. There is a point where the story has a mind of its own, and what we're really proud of together is that everything wraps up in the story. I love a story that starts one way and how it all comes together at the end. I think that it's, there's so many characters to juggle in a Mission movie. I think Chris McQuarrie did an extraordinary job with that.
I think some of it was conscious and some of it was unconscious. I grew up watching all of those movies, the spy movies from the 50s and 60s, more than the films of the 70s. At the same time, I wanted to celebrate the entire series. It was the 5th film, and it had been 20 years. And so I wanted this film to harken back to all of the previous movies. There's even elements of the first movie in this movie where we've made little references to the first film throughout, for anybody who is very familiar with the first film.
It is, Mission 1 is the first film that I ever produced, and, with each one, I love working on the story and the characters. The stunts, each time we keep pushing ourselves harder and harder, and they are stunts, and so there's always a danger in doing them. But, fortunately, I have not had a problem. I've never missed a day of work, ever, in my career, and I'm always there early. And I train very hard, and we prepare very carefully for each one. For 35 years, I've made movies, and I feel privileged to be able to do something that I love to do. It's my dream to be able to do this, to make movies and to entertain you. And my hours are long, so I usually am working at least, I do 7 days a week. While I'm shooting one movie, I'm already prepping another film that I'm going to go into. So, and over the years, I've gotten, very smart about how to prepare for those movies. And that's what I do. And the Impossible Mission, I don't know. It's, I don't know which one would be an impossible mission. It's, they're all impossible. Anytime you start movies, they're always, each time, it's not, the fun of it is the privilege of being able to work with such talented people. McQuarrie is not only my dear friend, I have great respect for him. And we're always pushing, no matter what kind of film we're making, to think about the audience and also as artists to go, how far can we push ourselves and how far can we push this particular genre for the audience and for us as filmmakers. So, see, we moved the release date up 5 months, and we just finished the movie a week and a half ago at 2 o'clock on Saturday. You know, but it does. It takes a lot of work and a lot of dedication. But it's something that it doesn't feel like a sacrifice to me because I love it. That's why when Simon Pegg says, you know, don't worry about this guy, you know, it doesn't sound impossible, and he's pointing his finger at Ethan, it always makes me laugh. And McHugh wrote that just because everyone thinks like, oh yeah, you and McHugh, you guys could just do it, you know. But I have a saying, and McHugh and I use this to our crew and to everyone that we're working with, because we're always under tremendous amount of pressure in terms of schedule, and we're pushing ourselves. We have a saying, pressure is a privilege, and that's how I feel about it. That'd be fun to shoot in Korea.
That'd be a lot of fun.
You know, Chris and I, we have several films that we're working on. Always 2 weeks into shooting with Chris, I'm always like, what's our next one?
And I say, please, can we just finish this one first?
So we are talking about another mission right now, and it's pretty exciting, so we'll see.